Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today I'm really excited to talk to you about one of my favorite newer brands, Merit Beauty. I say newer because Merit launched earlier this year. I am sure you have heard of them, especially through their Flush Cream Blush, which is like all the rage and always often sold out. They are clean beauty. Like I said, started earlier this year, so clean that they meet all the EU standards and the Clean at Sephora beauty standards. So you know they are really, really clean beauty. They have all of these products that are made to just kind of show your skin. These are products that can take you into your day so effortlessly and clean. And not only is it clean beauty, but it just feels clean on your face. You're seeing a full face of Merit Beauty right now. So they contacted me. I was like fangirl excited because I love the brand. And they contacted me because they're running this really cool deal through the end of December. That's December 31st, my birthday. So it's especially special for me. And the deal they're running, I have a link below. When you place an order, you get this really beautiful makeup bag that can be used as an evening bag or even a daytime clutch or wrist bag. Oh, this isn't showing it off well, but it's a beautiful black velvet. It's not really showing perfectly against my black sweater. But Merit is famous for these. They've done them in other colors. But this is a really cool special that they're running where you get it with a purchase through December 31st. It comes apart here, and because it's kind of roomy, I don't know, again, I'm not showing it off to its best, but I used it the other night. I had just a little thing to go to, and I put my phone in it. I even fit my big old wallet in it with everything, with my wallet and of course some of my Merit Beauty products. And then you just like tie this and you just grab it or put it over your wrist. And in this black velvet, it's so useful because of the color black. It's a really rich color that goes with everything. And of course, velvet is perfect for the winter and the holidays. And Merit were kind enough to send me over 6 of their really beautiful products to try, which weren't really a first try for me because I have been such a fan of the brand. So I want to talk to you all about it and recreate this incredibly simple look that I have with pretty much all Merit products. I've mixed in a little other clean beauty, which I will mention along the way, but really it is all Merit Beauty. So we're going to talk about it and recreate it, and I want to see if I can just push you over into trying this incredibly cool brand. I was just so excited when they reached out. So stay tuned and play along with me at home. Okay, I've got my mirror right here. Let's get started with these really pretty Merit products. Now, let me tell you what I have and don't have on my face first, okay? I did mix a little bit in of another favorite clean beauty brand of mine, Victoria Beckham Beauty. So I have the Victoria Beckham and that collab that she did with Dr. Augustinus Bader, and this is the Golden Primer. So I have a little bit of that on. And to that, we are going to add the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick from Merit. I got it in the shade Linen, but it comes in 20 different shades. And the cool thing about this is it's kind of about letting your skin show through while editing. I like that term too. While editing the areas that need a little bit more help. And for me, this morning, it's definitely under my eyes and some complexion imperfections that I can find throughout the way. And when I look in my mirror here, I'm sure I'll find some others. Other than that, I'm just kind of letting that golden moisturizing primer do its job and letting my skin show through. It feels like a nice face detox, especially around the holidays when we've been wearing so much makeup. So again, I got the shade Linen, but there's 20 different shades just to show you kind of what it looks like. It's got a great little angle here and can do light to medium coverage without settling into lines. The other thing I really appreciate about this, and I have a daughter who suffers with really stubborn acne, so I also appreciate that they've actually eliminated 72 ingredients that really might cause acne. Acne is caused by different things for different people, of course, but eliminating 72 of those potential acne causers, I very much appreciate. And we are going to use, let me just show you, the #1 blending brush, also from Merit, to work with it. Let me just tell you that this Minimalist Perfecting Stick is $38, and the brush #1 is $30. So we're going to use both right now. First thing I'm going to do is just kind of hit my under eye area with this. This is where I'm a little bit dark, and you can use the fingers or the brush just to kind of blend that in, which I am doing very easily right here, and a little bit of my fingers, gently of course, because we do not want to pull on that gentle skin underneath our eyes. I don't need a lot, but I definitely get a little dark in that corner. This is a very light shade for me. I could even go a shade or two darker, but for under the eyes, it's very, very brightening. I also have some little veins that show here. I don't know if you guys ever suffer from that. It's just, I think it's just genetic. And so I'm gonna just put a little bit. Look at how that's just gone right there. This wears really well and doesn't settle into lines and stays in place all day. And again, just kind of lets your skin show through while editing those little bits of imperfections between my eyes. I get a little red as I knock my mirror here. And again, it just blends so beautifully with this brush. Let me tell you a little bit more about this brush. Though it feels like natural goat hair bristles, it's actually vegan bristles, really small, fits in any bag. Look at the size of it. Kind of a beautiful travel size brush with an angled, almost angled kabuki type top. A really good brush for travel and to throw into whatever bag you're using that day. Let me get around the nose. If you followed my channel a while, you will know that I am allergy girl, as evidenced. Now you can really see the red when I put this linen color next to it. And to just be able to use this really soft, easily cleanable vegan brush to just look how easily that blended. I know I look like I'm pressing really hard, but trust me, I'm not. It's extremely soft and extremely easy on the face. And look at that red is just gone. I also have a little bit of red here on the cheeks. Let's blend that away. Ooh, nice. And a little bit around the chin. A lot of this for me is allergies. I've been having some construction in my home, and there's a lot of tile work and a lot of drywall, and it's really made me very kind of allergy prone and uncomfortable. And this stick is just great. Look at how I've already taken my skin and just perfected it with no other makeup on but this and that Victoria Beckham Golden Primer that I mentioned. All right, let's move on to the Day Glow highlighting. Have you heard about this? It comes in two shades. This is the shade Bounce, which is kind of a rosy gold shade. And again, we have that beautiful shape of the Merit products, that kind of rounded, pretty mound. And this is really supposed to be a moisturizing highlighter for day use, which I really like. You guys, and maybe it's because of COVID and whatnot, I'm just not going out a lot at night. And I find that a lot of my social engagements and work engagements are during the day. So I really appreciate the fact that this is really kind of for day use. It's supposed to just look like a little bit of a dewdrop on your face. We can go ahead and use the blending brush. You can use your fingers. I will use my #1 brush. This is a $30 product from Merit. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it here on the tops of the cheeks, and it spreads like there's no pull on the skin, if that makes sense. It just spreads just like a really dewy, pretty highlight. You see what I mean by a daytime highlight? That's not my wording, that's the company's. I'm gonna just run it down my nose, put it over here a little bit. I haven't even done my eyebrows yet, we'll get there. But I mean, you could put it here. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to actually take the stick itself and put a little bit on my eyelids. We're going to get to the rest of the eye, but I'm just going to put a little bit on my eyelids. Could this crease on the eyelids? Sure, but it won't because it's just kind of a dewy part of my middle finger there. I'm just gently spreading this on. I don't even have any mascara or anything on my lashes, just to show you what that looks like. It's just a really pretty dew. You could even put it over the cheeks as a topper for your blush if you want to, spreading really gently there. A very, very pretty product for daytime or nighttime use. There's no real rules. Goes on beautifully with the brush or just fingers. All right, let's talk a little bit about what's happening with my brows. Now, I don't spend a lot of time with my brows. The good Lord above did not bless me with great brows. I would love to say, oh, I overplucked in the 90s. I didn't really. I just don't have great brows. So I like a little bit of brow help, but I don't like a really fussy brow. And I used to always swear by it. I still love the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel. It's a really good product, really quick. I am now going to replace it in my heart with this, believe it or not, this brown 1980 from Merit. So this is $24 product, and the reason it's called brown 1980 is we're staying away from that 90s over pluck look and looking at those really full, fluffy eyebrows of the 1980s. And if you weren't alive back then, you've seen it in photos. It's kind of a volumizing pomade, and I want to show you what it looks like. It gives you kind of a flexible hold and a tapered brush. There's 3 different shades. I chose shade brown. Let me just show you the brush, and then let me tell you why I like it. Now you might say to me, Rebecca, this is like not the first mascara wand eyebrow product. I get it, I get it. Why I love it and why I brought up the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel, they remind me of one another. It's kind of a dry formula. I generally stay away from these, even the one by Charlotte Tilbury, because to me, maybe I just go too fast, they get everywhere. And then I try to brush my brows and they get crunchy and they get product everywhere. This, like the Tom Ford product, and it's more affordable than the Tom Ford product because this is $24. How much is Tom Ford's? It's like way too much money with like everything he does. Bless his heart. It's nice and dry. Watch what happens. I'm going to show you it on my brows, and they're not done. There's nothing in them. And I'm just going to brush up. Guys, I am not being careful. Careful is not my middle name. I'm really not being careful here, and I don't want to have to be careful. And look at just how it kind of fills in. I didn't make a mistake. I know there's product going onto my brows, but it's not going on to all the skin around it. The other thing is I do not wax my brows. That's a little bit too harsh of a look for me. I pluck them, and therefore there's always some little strays. Some of the really wet fiber brow gels, bless their hearts, they pick it up. So it actually looks like you've smudged. This does not do that if you're like me and you pluck your brows. So I'm gonna go on this side. There's enough product left on the wand, and it kind of, I mean, you could fill in with a pencil if you want, but to me, I just want my brows to look okay. I want them to look presentable and good and not overdone. And look at, the more I go, the more product it's depositing, the more my brows are also simultaneously held in shape. I don't want that laminated brow look, but it is much more now and current to have them up and a little bit fluffier. This does that for me. It doesn't give me that laminated look. It could if I wanted it to, I'm sure, but that's not what I'm going for. It just gives me a nice, fluffy, natural brow look that, my goodness, if I hadn't talked so much, it would have been done in just a second. So I really, really like it. Now, what I have done so far on my eyes, as you know, is I have just added in our little bit of dew on the eyes, and now we definitely need a mascara. I did curl my lashes with my favorite curler here, which is the Rephr curler. You know that's my favorite, you guys. It's always linked below. And since we're mixing up our clean beauty here, I went ahead and lined with the Victoria Beckham Kajal liner in Cocoa. So we're just ready there. And now I'm going to apply this Clean Lash by Merit. This is a $26 mascara, and this is in Perfect Black, the only shade it comes in, the only shade you would ever need. It tints, it lengthens, and it is a tubing mascara. Now I'm going to put it on and talk to you about it. Take a look at the brush here. This is definitely a long, lengthening brush, but it's a little bit chubby, so it gives you a little bit of volume as well. So we're going to put it on here, and then I want to explain to you why I love it, especially because it is a tubing mascara. I am not talking down to any of you who know. Please know that. But a tubing mascara holds a special place in my heart, especially if you have sensitive eyes, or you want a mascara that you don't have to fight with to get off that also doesn't smudge. So let's talk about what that means. Let me just finish up this eye first. I cannot chew gum and talk at the same time. So I know I'm doing a pretty good job of talking at the same time, but I'm not great at it. Okay, so I want to first show you this eye with the mascara on it. This eye does not have the Clean Lash by Merit, and this one does, so take a look right there. And let me tell you why I love a tubing mascara. So a tubing mascara, again, in case you don't know, is a mascara that forms a bond around each lash, like a tube. And then when you take it off, it will come off with soap and water, and it often comes off in like sheets, right? So if you have a mascara that comes off easily, and you notice you have to rinse off your cheeks when you wash it off because it kind of leaves little, like shards of mascara, that's probably a tubing mascara. comes off super, super easily, and yet when it's on the eye, it stays on absolutely beautifully. And look at the effect so far that we have on this one eye. Let me put a little bit, since it's tubing, it shouldn't get on my lid either. They're really great. A lot of people choose to use a tubing mascara underneath the eyes as well. If you tend to get raccoon eyes underneath, it's a great thing to use. Let's do the other eye because we need to get to the lips. And this is just, look at how easy this look is. I mean, not only is Merit a clean beauty brand, it just kind of gives you a really clean look. Right now here, it is Sunday morning, and I'm just gonna go out and do some errands. And this is, as you see, I'm just wearing a cozy little sweater. And I'm just gonna do some errands, and I just want a really nice, natural, pretty look that doesn't feel overdone or doesn't feel like it's too much. And this is really just a pretty lengthening mascara, so it's not going to do, we're not talking any sort of crazy look. I mean, you could of course do this for evening. Why not? But it's just a really nice, I need to go out and I want to look presentable, pretty look. And that is such a nice tubing mascara. Such a nice one. And affordable, I think, as well. All right, let's talk about lips. I am currently putting together, if I could do a little plug for my year-end favorites according to you. And let me tell you what's really coming up the ranks. I have a question on my list about what product has saved you in the year 2021. And though different brands come up, lip oils are coming up over and over and over again. No matter the brand, the product that you guys are all relying on. Well, this is a fantastic one. This is the shade Slick Tinted Oil from Merit. It is $24 and comes in 8 shades. I have the shade Sangria here. And this is kind of like a stain and an oil in one. It's got rosehip oil and shea butter and jojoba oil. And watch how quickly I could take this dark color and put it on, mistake-free. Also watch that it doesn't sink into any lines that I have in my lips. What lip lines? Check this out. And you guys know I am a messy lip putter-oner with dark colors. Check this out. Real time. Look at this. It's a dark color, meaning, you know, it's not clear. But look at this. Let me smile. Nothing is sinking into lines. And I still feel like I have a nice little bit of color on my lip. Let me move this mirror, pardon it, in your face. Sorry about that. Let me move the mirror and just show you this look. It not only is clean beauty, it feels like it's a clean, really pretty look. This is a brand that I really endorse and can really get behind. I really love it. And I do have a link below you can use in order to get the very, very cool free velvet bag. Though they do different shade bags throughout the year. I really like this black velvet one. It just goes with everything. Plus it's really nice for the holidays. And you'll get that if you order between now and my birthday, December 31st. I'm a New Year's Eve baby, so it's especially exciting for me to share that with you. And I just wanted to share the brand with you as well. What fun to partner with them on this little project. I really want to know your thoughts. I always like to hear your thoughts down below, princesses. And do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, which I sure hope you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel so that I can see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.